When I'm building data models in Excel, I always go the same route. I start with Power Query to get my data. I will run it in a 3-query setup where we have an extract query for getting our raw data, we have a staging query for doing our transforms, and we have a separate load query to load to the data model. So it follows the ETL process. Now the challenge with that though is that it takes a lot of time to set these up. You basically have to start by right-clicking and injecting or bringing your table into Power Query, load it as connection only, reference it, load your next one as connection only, do your data transforms, reference that again, and that one's going to load to the data model. And you can see here I got 3 tables, so 9 queries in total. It's just going to take a lot of time. And for this reason, we went and we built what we call our table monkey. So under the query monkeys here, I'm going to pull in Table Monkey. And the first thing you should know about Table Monkey is that Table Monkey actually returns both tables and named ranges. And I'm just going to move things around a little bit here because I want to be able to demonstrate all of the cool features you see here. So the first thing you'll notice is it's scanned through the workbook and it's actually set up 4 different layers here. The blue one is actually your source data table. And what's really cool about this, you can actually click on categories and notice it's selected the categories table. Sales, we've selected our green table, and table 1 right here, which happens to be the budgets table. And if we take a look at the table design tab, you can see that indeed this is actually called table 1. Now that's a terrible name for a table, so what I want to do is I want to rename it. And that's really easy to do. All I need to do is right click on it right here, type in the name that I want, budgets, hit enter, and it's going to go and rename both that and the staging queries and data model queries that I'm going to create. And as a matter of fact, if we go and we click on the table itself, you can see that it's actually updated the name right here. Okay, so this is a really cool thing that allows you very quickly go and fix the names if you've actually got a bunch of older names in your workbook that haven't been set up properly. Now, as far as the interface goes, what you see here, blue tables are your source data tables, yellow are going to load to connection only queries, green load to the data model. If you want to turn a query off so it doesn't load at all, you can uncheck the box and we'll just ignore it altogether. If you'd prefer to not load this one to the data model for some reason, but you want the rest of the queries, you can uncheck that box and categories will now load as a connection only query. If you want to dial down the number of staging layers that you have here individually, you can hit the minus button and collapse them or the plus button and bring them back in. You also have the ability to change the prefaces that go with these tables. So if you want raw data dash something, you can use that. Or if you just want to call it data or you don't want to preface at all, you can just delete that. Just be aware that you've got to watch out for name conflicts in that case. There's also a few other options in here about ignoring named ranges and things like that. But for the most part, what you're going to find, I think, is that once you've set your default preface names, which we capture for next time, really all you need to do now is hit create. And this will now go through and create all of the individual queries for you. And you can see that it's going through, it's loading categories and budgets and sales, and that took 7 seconds. Now, I love this. I now have all of my queries loaded into Power Query. As you can see on the right-hand side, the first few are all staging queries with connection only statuses here. And then my last ones are the ones that actually load the data into the data model, ready to be used and set up for further use. So Table Monkey is all about making it efficient to bring named ranges and tables into your workbook in a way that makes sense for data modeling. Thanks for watching this episode of Using Monkey Tools. To get your own monkey, visit our website at monkeytools.ca. Or if you subscribe to Skillwave's Self-Service Business Intelligence Academy, you'll get a free annual pro license included with your subscription. And remember, Monkey Tools was developed to support better Excel and Power BI solutions. If you want to learn how to really master these tools, you should definitely check out our full course catalog at skillwave.training.